What up, y'all? It's the Kid Ríez, and today I pose a simple question. Is Drake the new Ja Rule? Now, unless you've been under a rock for the last couple of months, you know that Drake and Kendrick Lamar had this epic battle. They were going back and forth with these diss records. And now I ask the question, is Drake the new Ja Rule? Did Kendrick Lamar use the same tactics that 50 Cent did on Ja Rule to take his career down? Let's get into it. All right, so if you're not familiar, 50 Cent and Ja Rule had this epic battle that went down in hip-hop back in the 2000s. You had one side calling the other side fake. You had fights, you had stabbings in studios. Like, it really got real. Now, the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef didn't get that deep, but you could tell the similarities between the two. Now, before I really get into it, I really want to say we got to put some respect on Ja Rule's name. Before 50 Cent came through and pretty much turned everything upside down, Ja Rule was a hit maker. Like, anything Ja Rule put his hands on, he was making hits. The sing-songy chorus stuff that Drake be doing, 50 Cent was doing, let's keep it a bean. Ja Rule was doing that. And at that time, Murder Inc., the label, anything they put their hands on was coming out the gate. It was a smash. Now, the things that I find similar in both situations is that they both had hit records followed by amazing albums. Now, in 2002, you couldn't go nowhere without hearing Wangsta. It was everywhere, and it was effectively a diss record against Ja Rule. And even though Ja Rule did release records like Clapback and New York, he was still dropping songs, but he just couldn't compete with what 50 Cent was doing. And then when they came out with the Beg for Mercy album, they had the record on there, I Smell Pussy. And that record was crazy, especially on the mixtape circuit. So he really came in the game, bulldozed the game, took Ja Rule's style, ran with it. And at the end of the day, it's hip hop, it's competition. I was still buying both artists' albums. Like, I was still going to the store and purchasing both albums, because if you wanted a song on an album, you had to just buy the whole album. It wasn't like now with streaming. And I was still purchasing Ja Rule records when he was going against 50 Cent. I was purchasing 50 Cent records when he was going, because I'm totally unbiased. I just love hip hop. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. It was a time in that battle and that beef where I was like, bro, I am not fucking with this Ja Rule music no more, bro. It's G-Unit. I had the G-Unit shoes. I had the G-Unit tank tops. Yes, those tank tops. We all probably had at least one or two. And you got to think, at the time, bro, this nigga 50 was on the radio everywhere. He had the clothing line. He had a movie accompanying stuff. It was like, why wouldn't you be with the winning team? Now, of course, you get older and you can look back and you can be objective about how you viewed the beef. But what 50 did was just unheard of and unseen at that time. Now let's look at Kendrick Lamar's situation. You know, this year he dropped some amazing records. Euphoria, 616 in LA, and of course the major hit record, Not Like Us. Then after that, he came out with the Pop Out concert. Then after that, he releases this amazing album, G and X, which doesn't take direct shots at Drake, but you can hear him mention certain things in the record that correlate to Drake. Like he was saying how it was money in the streets, and you know, you can't be doing that in LA because you could jeopardize me and my family. And that's one of the reasons why he don't want to piece it up. And with the way the game has switched, it seems like more people are siding with Kendrick. I mean, of course you have your Drake fans online that's gonna stick by him no matter what. But I think people that are really unbiased and are not super fans, they can look at it from a hip hop perspective and say, yeah, Kendrick run fair and square. Drake, you looking crazy right now. And this is exactly how people were looking at Ja Rule back in the day when he lost that battle from 50 Cent. Now, I know the title of this video is Drake the new Ja Rule, and I'm gonna just come out and plainly say no. Drake isn't the new Ja Rule. Drake is Drake. This situation has one main difference, and I'm pretty sure you know that main difference. Ja Rule didn't run to his lawyers and file a lawsuit when him and 50 Cent got the fighting in Atlanta. Ja Rule didn't run to the label complaining like, yo, why are y'all prioritizing his stuff over mine? Ja Rule took that L, and he took it in front of the whole world. He still be catching hell from that shit to this day. To this day, he still catch hell from that. But he stood in that. And as a hip hop purist, as somebody that love the game, you gotta respect it. Drake didn't do that. Drake went in and effectively sued his label and said, hey, y'all are pushing this Not Like Us record, and y'all are not really valuing what I'm bringing to the table. You're also using the money that I made for you to push this record. So I'm gonna sue. I'm also gonna bring in a second lawsuit saying that you guys literally let this dude release this record where he's calling me a pedophile to the world, and it's messing up my business. So I'm suing you for that too. Now, this is something that we've never seen in hip hop. This is something that is unprecedented, especially in the battle. He's not directly suing Kendrick Lamar, but he's suing the label, basically saying, look, y'all let this man come out here and do this to me, and I want some money for my grievances. Of course, hip hop is looking at this like, you serious? Like, nigga, what? You you don't bring lawyers into hip hop. You know the rules of a battle. Anything goes. You can say anything. As long as you don't put your hands on people and stuff like that, it's cool. But in hip hop, bro, a battle is a battle. It's been that way since I was in high school. I used to stand in front of the school rapping. It's the same thing. Everything goes. And once you brought the family into the situation and all that, it was kind of hands off. The problem is that Drake did not strategize correctly against Kendrick. He was ready to go on vacation. Kendrick was ready to go to war. It is what it is. In hip hop, this is competition. It's no different than war. Kendrick approached it like a war general, and Drake approached it like, I'm gonna just hit this red button and everybody's gonna agree with me. No Sirski. I still don't think this battle compares to that because people were actually like hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like it was actual fisticuffs. Like they was seeing each other. I think Ja Rule got stabbed in Queens, and you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know the infamous fight in Atlanta. And back then, we was hearing about that through like message boards. I don't know if y'all know what message boards are, but it was just crazy back then, especially trying to keep up with everything that's going on. And we didn't have the internet, fast internet like we do now. But this was a question that I was seeing online, and people were saying, yeah, it's like the Ja Rule, but nah, because Ja Rule didn't run to his lawyers, so you can't even compare the two. Ja Rule kept it hip hop. He took his L like a man, and it is what it is. But yeah, man, it's the kid Ríez. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Make sure y'all stay carefree. Until next time, peace.